Tech University in 2007, Northern Illinois University in 2008, and the continuing incidences of these shootings at high schools only adds to the concern. Ethics are crucial because moral questions are at the heart of life's vital issues. Morality is primarily concerned with questions of right and wrong, the ability to distinguish between the two, and the justification of the distinction. Closely related are such questions as, what is a good person? What things are morally praiseworthy? What constitutes a good life? And what would a good society look like? These are fundamental to your view of the world. You cannot formulate an adequate worldview without providing answers to these moral questions. Practitioners in a wide variety of professions, whether or not they realize it, deal with moral questions. For example, morality is fundamental to politics, since politics and the law concern the way in which people ought to order their lives together in society. In addition, medicine and the sciences, such as genetics and molecular biology, have numerous moral overtones because they deal with the morally charged areas of life and death. Further, business provides a variety of ethical minefields that can challenge the integrity of the men and women who are striving to succeed in an ever more competitive global economy. Ethics are also important because you face moral choices every day. Every so often you will face emotionally wrenching moral dilemmas that have no easy answers. Many decisions you will make on a day-to-day basis also involve questions of right and wrong, some of which may have easy answers but are difficult to carry out. Ethics provide the basis on which you make those decisions. Most people have an idea of what sorts of things are right and wrong. Explaining why you think something is right or wrong is altogether another question. The basis on which you make moral choices is often as important as the choices themselves. Yet few people have thought through the way in which they justify their conceptions of right and wrong. Finally, ethics are important in facing a number of issues, including abortion, euthanasia, same-sex marriage, war, and capital punishment. Debates on issues such as these seem endless and irreconcilable, and they promise to continue far into the future. What many of these issues share is a fundamental disagreement over the ultimate source of moral authority. Some individuals hold that moral authority is ultimately a human construction, while others insist that moral authority comes from some transcendent source that is beyond human beings, such as a revelation from God or nature. As you read the newspaper and various news magazines and listen to television news, you will be increasingly aware of the importance of these issues. You will also notice that, apart from legal intervention, most of these issues are no closer to being resolved today than they were 10 years ago. Not only does intractable debate characterize these issues, but society has a general sense of bewilderment over a number of other issues. Many of these involve matters of science and technology that have run far ahead of ethical reflection. For example, genetic testing, gender selection, various reproductive technologies, and the use of human embryonic stem cells in the treatment of certain diseases all involve moral dilemmas that are far from resolved. Most observers in these areas acknowledge that technology has outpaced society's ability to determine the moral parameters for its use. There's a general sense that ethics are necessary for dealing with our increasingly technological society. More people have an interest in ethics today than at any other time in the recent past. Some of that interest is due to the complex issues spawned by technology, while others have an alarming sense of a general moral decline in society. In addition, the numerous scandals that have rocked the business community and other professions have left some to ask if business ethics and professional ethics are indeed oxymorons. Some people are aware of the need to stress values in various educational arenas, including public schools.